Welcome to Pretty and Powerful Podcast. I am Ivory. This is my very first episode, and today I'm going to be discussing the topic of do what makes you happy. I was really supposed to start my first episode months ago, but I was completing grad school and it just took like a mental toll on me. So now that I got to the point where I finished, I'm ready to give my podcast my full attention. So with further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. So I wrote down some bulletin points that I wanted to discuss about what makes you happy. The first thing I want to talk about is people pleasing. We tend to try to make everyone else happy but ourselves. When it comes to family, friends, it's like we go above and beyond and we forget about ourselves and we hit a certain point where it just takes over us. It consumes us. So you want to be able to have people around you that you're able to communicate, that are able to communicate with you effectively and know what they want and what they expect of you. So when you have people around you that communicates effectively, know what they want and know what they need, and that is healthy communication, a healthy relationship, then you won't be in a place to where you are people pleasing. So if you ever get to the point where you are people pleasing and you feel like that's something you have to do, that's not the right person or people to have around you. You want to make healthy boundaries for yourself, because if you're not healthy mentally and physically, then how are you going to be any good for anyone else if you're not good for yourself? People pleasing, to me, I feel like can be an addiction to a sense. You get so addicted to pleasing people to where, like I said, you'll just forget about yourself. You just neglect yourself. And that's not a good thing. That's not healthy. And so women, we tend to do that a lot, especially mothers, wives, we just tend to neglect ourselves. We tend to put others before us. Of course, you want to take care of your kids. You want to take care of your home. You want to take care of your husband or your mate. But at the same time, you got to have a balance to take care of yourself. So, yeah, people pleasing is one of the things that you need to remove in order to make yourself happy. The next one is make time for yourself, and that comes with self-care time. That can consist of, you just having an hour to yourself, reading your favorite book, journaling, listen to your favorite music, listen to rain, background music, like anything like that, or doing you a facial, going to the spa, going shopping, going to Target, like any little thing like that can help you mentally and physically, little do you know. If you just take time out for yourself. I'm not talking about going to the store with anyone else. I'm talking about going by yourself, your safe space with you, getting alone time with yourself. So yeah, you need to have that. You need to make time for yourself. You need to have a self-care day, at least I feel once a week, because you have to reset and refresh. Because if not, how are you going to do that? Like, how is that even possible if you're going to have everyone else around you? Like, how are you able to have time for yourself? You're going to have this person with you, that person with you, this person with you. How can you even think? How can you even focus on what you want to do if you have all these people around you? I have been there. I have done that. So I had to stop and eliminate that. I had to pull back and make time for me. And I can be a loner at times, and be to myself, but it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. But for me, majority of the time, I feel like it can be a good thing. You can't please everyone, so just stop it. You can't please everybody. You cannot. Just stop. That goes with making time for yourself, because you feel like, okay, I'm going to make time for me. I'm going to do this for me for about an hour. Then I'm going to come back and make a little time for you. You can't do that. So just stop it and just make a day for yourself. But if you want to take baby steps, just start with like an hour or two. But if you can, just have a day for yourself. And this can also cause stress, depression, low self-esteem, and things of that nature when you're not able to make time for yourself and try to please everyone. You can't please everybody. You can't do that. You have to do what's right for you, because mental health is wealth at the end of the day. Like I said, if you're not mentally stable, how are you going to be good for anyone else? Like, how's that possible? It's just like you just going around and around and you're going with the motions, and it's just, you're just going to crash out. Basically, at the end of the day, it's going to be a crash there. And so, yeah, I mean, you just have to do what's best for you. Do what makes you happy. Do what fulfills you. Start that business that you want to do. Start the channel you want to do. Write a book if that's what you want to do. Start a business. Start school. Do what makes you happy at the end of the day, because everybody's not going to be where you at, and everybody's not going to see your vision. But I do appreciate you guys watching Pretty and Powerful Podcast, and I will see you guys next Friday.
Baby, 1 + 1 ain't 2 when you're with me. C ain't after A and B when you're with me. Don't make sense right now, but it will later on when I see how I make you feel.